Has Phyllis finally redeemed herself on The Young and the Restless? On The Young and the Restless, November 24th, Phyllis crashed Christine and Danny's wedding. But it wasn't what they anticipated. Instead of roasting them, she actually toasted them. She might have also redeemed herself in more ways than one. Key takeaways. Phyllis interrupted the reception party. She wanted to make a toast. Earlier, it was revealed that she wasn't the one who sent the chrysanthemums. The Chrysanthemum Chronicles. After marrying Danny, Michael Damian, Christine, Laura Lee Bell, returned to her hotel room on Monday's episode. Nina, Trisha Cast, and Lauren, Tracy Bregman, accompanied her. Nina informed them that it wasn't Phyllis, Michelle Stafford, who was ready for Danny and Cricket's wedding, who sent the flowers that Cricket was allergic to. She overheard Esther, Kate Linder, saying during the ceremony that she sent the flowers. The reason why Esther chose those flowers is that she loved the colors. She wasn't aware of Cricket's allergies. Cricket got a good laugh, which is what she needed after all those nerves. Well, what do you know? Phyllis didn't send the flowers, after all. She was telling the truth. This is not the only time she redeemed herself. I'd like to propose a toast. Phyllis and Kane, Billy Flynn, returned to the Genoa City Athletic Club. Phyllis grabbed a glass of champagne and held it up in the air. She told the guests that she also wanted to propose a toast. Understandably, Christine and Danny looked nervous. However, Christine allowed Phyllis to speak her mind, as she would be thoroughly entertained. Phyllis admitted that she's never seen Danny smile this much. She became emotional as she shared that she had spoken to someone who said it was healthy to move on from old relationships. Then, she shared that the people who never moved on were Cricket and Danny. But she could see they were meant to be. And Christine finally got her man. She held up her glass as she said, "Cheers, everyone." Danny apologized, but Christine was pleasantly surprised by Phyllis's speech. Is Phyllis finally redeemed? First, she didn't do anything that would ruin Danny and Christine's big day. She didn't cause any drama, nor did she start an uproar during the reception. She simply wanted to give them a kind gesture. Finally, she was able to move on and give the couple her blessing. It was then discovered that she wasn't the one who sent the flowers. Maybe Phyllis has finally turned a new leaf. Of course, she hasn't been redeemed just yet. She's making questionable moves when it comes to Kane. Who knows what her plans are for working with him? To begin with, Phyllis is no simple villainess or one-dimensional bad girl. Her backstory is full of ambition, passion, betrayal, and repeated cycles of sinning and suffering. As the YNR Wiki notes, she's been involved in affairs, blackmail, manipulations, and more. Wikipedia +2 Yahoo +2. Some of her most infamous deeds include having an affair with Nick Newman while he was married to Sharon, leading to deep family wounds. Wikipedia. Faking her own death as part of a revenge plot, only to later confront the emotional fallout of seeing her children grieve. Seasonspoilers.com +1. Committing acts that put others in danger, lying, manipulating, the list goes on. Many fans feel that she rarely faces full accountability, something critics have pointed out again and again. Daily Soap Dish. All this makes any argument for her redemption more challenging. She's built a legacy of chaos, and while she's shown vulnerability, forgiveness from others, and perhaps for herself, has always been complicated. The case for redemption: what is happening now? That said, recent arcs in YNR suggest that Phyllis may be really trying, to change. There are several evidences. 1. Genuine gesture at the wedding. According to a Soap Hub commentary, Phyllis crashed Christine and Danny's wedding, not to cause trouble, but to give a toast. Soap Hub, instead of igniting drama, she offered her blessing. She acknowledged their happiness, congratulated them, and expressed a heartfelt sentiment. That moment feels symbolic. A public act of goodwill, a desire to move on rather than sabotage. 2. Proving her truth. In that same storyline, it's revealed Phyllis wasn't the one who sent the chrysanthemums that caused allergic reactions at the wedding. Soap Hub earlier, she had defended herself, insisting she wasn't responsible, and here she's vindicated. That helps in two ways. It clears her name, but also validates that sometimes her claims of wanting to do right are sincere. 3. turning herself in. Back in 2023, Phyllis made a big move. She turned herself in. Soap Hub. This is huge in a soap context. It's not just lip service. She physically chose the path of accountability. That suggests internal reflection and a recognition that her past actions have consequences. She's not hiding, she's facing justice. 4. Potential life or death redemption arc. More recently, spoilers suggest that Phyllis may be abducted, or put in danger, by the revived Ian Ward, and that Sharon, her longtime enemy, might be the one to save her. Soap opera Spy Plus One. If Sharon risks herself for Phyllis, that could reframe their complicated relationship, and Phyllis's survival and her attitude toward Sharon may shift accordingly. 5. Audience impressions. From fan commentary, e.g. on Reddit, some viewers do see growth. One fan wrote, "Phyllis really does seem pure and wants the best for Sharon. It shows that she is willing to admit that she is wrong and move past her rivalry." Reddit. Others are more guarded, wondering if this redeemed Phyllis is temporary or just another phase before more schemes. Reddit +1. But there are still big buts. Despite the promising signs, a few things cast doubt on whether this is full redemption or something more tentative or superficial. Questionable motives. Just because Phyllis is doing kind things now doesn't mean she's fully reformed. Her past is littered with manipulations that were masked as good intentions. Some of her redemption feels performative, especially in front of others. Unresolved conflicts. Her history with people like Sharon, Diane, Nick, and Jack is tangled. Even if she's making peace with some, others may not forgive or forget. Redemption in a soap doesn't mean erasure of past pains. Risk of regression. In soap operas, characters often swing back and forth. Given her dramatic history, it's plausible the writers could revert her to old patterns once a redemption arc runs its course. Power play. Some viewers suspect that Phyllis might be leveraging this arc to regain power, not just in relationships, but in business or influence in Genoa City. If that's the case, her good deeds might serve her ambitions. My creative interpretation: has Phyllis finally redeemed herself? From a narrative standpoint, yes, she's on a meaningful path to redemption, but it's not complete, and perhaps it never will be in a traditional, purely good way. Here's how I see it. 1. Redemption as evolution, not redemption as erasure. Phyllis's redemption doesn't mean wiping the slate clean and forgetting everything she did. Rather, I interpret her journey as evolution. She's learning to make amends, to accept responsibility, and to show genuine care. That doesn't require her to become a saint, but it means she's no longer trapped in her old self-destructive cycles.